The story begins with Soo-jin, a 25-year-old woman working at a prestigious hotel. She has never been in a romantic relationship, which makes her feel uneasy whenever she sees a couple, especially around her birthday. One day, she encounters Ji-woo, who is searching for a jewelry store. However, Soo-jin realizes she has forgotten her passport, so she rushes to return it to her. When she finally finds Ji-woo, he thanks her for finding the document and, in return, tells her to make a wish. Soo-jin hesitates, but soon discovers that Ji-woo is a goddess capable of reading her mind. Suddenly, 7 magical letters appear. Ji-woo reveals that she knows Soo-jin's deepest desire is to be kissed by someone and that this wish will soon come true, as she will meet charming young men. After saying this, something shifts in time, and Soo-jin feels as though she is in a dream. Suddenly, none other than actor Lee Joon-gi appears. Still trying to grasp what's happening, Soo-jin realizes that in this dream, Lee Joon-gi is a famous businessman. As she leaves work, she sees Lee Joon-gi waiting for her. Soo-jin believes he must be mistaken, but he insists he's serious and takes her out to dinner. During the meal, she can't stop staring at him, which he finds endearing. Later, they go out for some fresh air, and Lee Joon-gi confesses that he's very nervous. To relax, he shows her photos from her childhood and teenage years, revealing that they've known each other since they were young. Moments later, Lee Joon-gi gives her flowers and wishes her a happy birthday, confessing that he's always been in love with her. Soo-jin is overjoyed to hear this, and just as they're about to kiss, she returns to reality. Upon seeing one of the letters, Soo-jin notices Lee Joon-gi's picture on it, but is soon interrupted by the arrival of actor Park Hae-jin, who invites her to meet with him as he is her boss. Soo-jin meets Park Hae-jin and is captivated by his good looks. He asks if she has plans for the evening and if she's seeing anyone. When she replies no, Park Hae-jin invites her to dinner. During their time together, Soo-jin realizes that despite his serious demeanor, he's making an effort to spend time with her. After dinner, Park Hae-jin offers to drive her home. As Soo-jin gets ready, she notices that he has pictures of her, the same one she had received earlier, leading her to conclude that he's a stalker. Desperate, she tries to escape and encounters another man, but he captures her. He's a photographer obsessed with her. At that moment, her boss appears and rescues her, explaining that he was only trying to protect her, knowing about the photographer stalker. After the police arrest the criminal, Park Hae-jin promises to drive Soo-jin home every day and asks her out again. She doesn't object, and as they're about to kiss, Soo-jin once again returns to reality. In the second letter, Park Hae-jin's face appears. Here, Soo-jin realizes that every time she's about to be kissed, she wakes up. Later, she receives a mysterious envelope, and when she opens it, she finds a message saying that someone will return for her. As she leaves work, Soo-jin encounters actor Chang-wook, who is a secret agent. To her surprise, Soo-jin was also an agent but had retired. The two are captured by criminals searching for a USB drive, but Chang-wook fights off the attackers. When Soo-jin is attacked, she defends herself with exceptional skills. Afterward, Chang-wook takes her to a safe place and apologizes for putting her in danger. He was about to leave, but something held him back. He needed to tend to a wound. However, when he looked at her face, he was mesmerized. After finishing, he confessed that while they were working together, he had fallen in love with her, but he had to let her go because he didn't want to put her in danger. However, it seemed that hadn't worked. Soo-jin asked him not to leave her again, and he admitted how foolish he was to think he could. So, he promised that he would stay with her forever. Just as they were about to kiss, reality returned, and his picture appeared on the third card. After that, her new boss asked her to help some Chinese guests with translation because, in that dream, she was fluent in Chinese, which surprised her. She then began to wonder who the next guy she would meet might be. That's when she met Kai, one of the members of EXO. He told her that they had a date scheduled since Soo-jin had been his Chinese teacher. And so, they went out to have fun. While eating, Kai mentioned that he needed to go to China, and also that he no longer wanted to call her teacher, since the age difference between them was only 5 years. But she refused because she knew that if they got closer, she would wake up and wouldn't be able to see him again. Later that night, they went dancing, and once again, he said he didn't want to call her teacher because he really liked her. He then gave her a couple's ring. As he got closer, Soo-jin tried to avoid him, but it didn't work. And just as they were about to kiss, reality returned, and Kai's face appeared on the fourth card. Soo-jin's roommates told her that her boyfriend was waiting for her. When she went to see who it was, she discovered it was the actor Taec-yeon, who in this dream was the heir to a millionaire family with whom Soo-jin had a secret relationship. They went shopping, and he bought her everything she had ever thought about getting when she had more money. Soo-jin was delighted with her boyfriend, but felt a bit uneasy about all the money being spent on her. He then reminded her how wealthy he was. Everything was going well until Laura, who was supposedly his future wife, appeared. But Taec-yeon told Laura that he wouldn't marry her. Upon hearing this, Laura threw water at Soo-jin. At that moment, Taec-yeon's mother appeared, furious because she didn't approve of her son's relationship. And when she tried to throw seaweed at Soo-jin, it ended up falling on Laura instead. Soo-jin was happy with how things were unfolding since it felt like a drama. So, she tried to kiss her boyfriend to end it all. But he refused and took her to a press conference, where he announced to everyone that he would renounce the family inheritance because he was going to marry the woman he loved. Soo-jin could hardly believe what she just heard. As he was about to kiss her, she tried to stop him so that the dream wouldn't end. However, in the end, she returns to reality, and his face appears on the 5th card. At work, she is taken to film a commercial with the actor Lee Jong-suk, a major celebrity. When filming begins, everything goes wrong because she's too nervous. Jong-suk then tells her to just relax. Even so, every take comes out poorly. The director calls for a break, and Jong-suk takes her aside to talk. He suggests that they should get closer to make the filming go smoothly. This makes her so nervous that she blurts out that she won't kiss him. Hearing this, Jong-suk finds it very amusing, and they exchange phone numbers. Afterward, Soo-jin calms down, and the filming finally goes well. The director informs them that there will be a kissing scene, which scares her. Although Jong-suk explains that it will be a fake kiss, when the scene starts, he confesses that the kiss will be real, causing Soo-jin to wake up. His face appears on the 6th card. Soo-jin feels very upset and sad upon waking up because none of the 6 men she met kissed her. Just then, Ji-woo appears and tells her that one is still left and that after that, she'll have to choose whom to be with. This makes her very thoughtful, as it's hard to choose just one. At work, the actor Lee Min-ho shows up. Here, he's a famous writer. She believes he's the 7th man, so she acts very confidently, even telling him that he'll come to her. But he explains there must be some mistake, which embarrasses her. Soo-jin decides to read one of his books and apologizes for her behavior. She also mentions that she really liked a quote she read, which said that finding someone to love is a journey. She resonated with the quote because, all this time, she was searching for someone to love. It's then that he hands her the 7th card, saying he had forgotten about it, and in it, his face is revealed, confirming that he really was the 7th man, marking the end of the story.